audible? Okay. Okay, then let us start with PSM theory class. Okay. I want to complete some of the theory classes that is pending. Um, Topic to likha waterborne disease. Write down the topic waterborne disease. This is a new chapter. Okay, it's a new unit. Unit 5 waterborne disease. Have you written? Unit 5 waterborne disease. Some of you can turn on your videos now. Is the screen visible? Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So write down waterborne disease. Okay. So waterborne diseases, what is it? These are microorganisms, okay, that are transmitted through water. Waterborne disease itself, the word waterborne itself means water. That means you will get it through water. It spreads through water, or it's transmitted through water. Okay, these diseases can be spread while bathing, while you take bath, while washing your clothes, okay, or washing utensils. Okay, then while drinking water means all those unclean water, unhygienic water, dirty water. When you consume dirty water, it also leads to it's also more prone, highest prone of waterborne disease is transmitted through drinking impure or dirty water. Okay, or by eating food exposed to contaminated water. All those unhygienic foods, whatever you consume, okay, junk foods, all this also it contains sometimes little to more amount of microorganisms in it. So whenever we cook food, we should be very much hygienic. Understand? We should wash our clothes properly, we should wash our dishes properly, we should wash our foods properly. Before consuming your food, you should always wash your hands before and after taking your meal. Okay, even the drinking water should be clean. Okay, and even the utensils that you use, it should sometimes you can also sanitize your utensils. Sanitize doesn't mean that you will take a sanitizer and you will start sanitizing, but you can clean it with Dettol, okay, or some antiseptic solution. It is required. Okay, and sometimes when it is a pitol or body, if it's made of pitol, pitol, do you know what is pitol? mm,
Platinum.
Pitol is platinum, hoy niki?
No, bronze.
Yes. So whenever you use copper or bronze utensils, okay, you should wash it with lemon, okay, to so as to keep it shiny and good, and also free of microorganisms and bacteria. You should dip in warm water, okay, boiling in warm water your utensils also. It is like a sterilization technique. Okay, sometimes your utensils you can keep in garam, you can keep in hot water. Okay, when you put in hot water, what happens? The bacteria and the germs gets, it dies most probably because of the heat. So in boiling water also you should always keep your utensils. Not always, but kintu you should keep, you must keep. Okay, so and while diarrhea and vomiting are the most commonly reported symptoms of waterborne illness. Okay, diarrhea is what? You already know what is diarrhea. Loose watery motion. Okay, food poisoning. It's all because of waterborne disease, whatever you consume. And also vomiting. These are some of the most common signs and symptoms of waterborne diseases. Other symptoms can also include skin infection, ear infection, respiratory tract infection, or various kinds of eye problems. Okay, so just write this first paragraph. Unit 5, waterborne disease, and then write down the first paragraph. Finish first paragraph.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Finish. Just the first paragraph, okay? Just the first paragraph, second paragraph and third paragraph, no need to write. Finish first paragraph. Now you write down infections by types of pathogen. Write down infections by type of pathogen. In this, you will get protozoal infection, virus infection, bacterial infection. Okay, all this will come now. Just write down. Make this column. First column, disease and transmission. Write down protozoa. Number A, write down capital A, protozoa. Then you make this table. Disease and transmission. Then microbial agent. What is the agent? Then sources of agent in water supply and the general symptoms. Otherwise, you can even take the picture. You can take the picture and you can write it down whenever you are free. But try to complete in your notebook. Okay, don't just leave it. Take this picture. Have you taken a screenshot?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This also you take. Take this screenshot. Taken?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then this one no need, okay? Next you write down bacteria. Number B is bacteria. Take the picture, take the screenshot. Make it in a table, okay? Table, make it in a table. Column wise you have to write down. You have to know the disease and transmission. Okay, what is the name of the disease, botulism? Then what is the agent or the microbial agent? What is the name of the disease that is caused by the agent factor is Clostridium botulinum. You should know these names. And what is the source you have to know and the general symptoms. What it can affect. Bacteria taken? Screenshot?
Yes, ma'am.
Take this. Cholera, E. coli infection, Escherichia coli. Escherichia coli is mainly responsible for diarrhea. Okay. And sometimes it might also cause death of the individual because of excessive amount of water loss from the body, because water is 70% of our body consists of water. So water is equally important in our body. Next is your, just take this picture. Taken?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Dysentery you have taken now, you take this now. If you will read, you will just come to know. Okay, very easy. But you will have to know these names. It will come in MCQs, so you should know the names. Take the pictures. Without forgetting, you write, okay? Write it down in your exercise copies. Don't keep in pictures in your mobile phone. Today itself, you write it down. You have taken picture?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you take viruses. Some we have already discussed in our seminar topic, like hepatitis E, A, all of these things. Holne, viruses have you taken? The picture?
Ma'am.
Yes.
Next you take this poliomyelitis. Take picture. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Next is, after virus, is your algae. Have you taken?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This is parasitic worms. Only one is there. Guinea worm infection or guinea worm disease. And the agent name is Dracunculus medinensis. Everything in details I have given you already. Just read, you will just know. Then lastly is your prevention of waterborne disease. How will you prevent? Prevention is also very important. Okay, just knowing the disease but you do not know how to prevent the disease is of no use. So what are they? You will have to drink filtered water, or you should always drink boiled water. Okay, because boiling kills almost 80 to 90% of bacteria. Okay, then store water in a clean container. Okay, sometimes your filters, your filter, water filter or water bottles, whatever you use, you should wash it properly at least once a week. You should wash your filters or containers wherever you store water. Okay, because or sometimes people think that it's just drinking water is already clean, we don't need to wash the container, we don't need to wash the filter because only clean water we are pouring there. But it's not like that. Bacteria do not see clean and unclean water. Okay, little bit of infection can create a very large group of microorganisms to store and to create their eggs or larvae in the water. It's very much easy for them. So you should always store in clean water. You should always wash your filters and containers properly. Then water jars or containers should be washed daily. Wherever you store water, wherever you drink water, you should wash it daily. Always wash hands before and after preparing food or before eating food. Okay, and children should always be taught hand washing techniques. Did we finish the 7 steps of hand washing? Have we completed in hygiene? Yes or no? Hand washing techniques. Say fast, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Huh?
No.
Ma'am,
Did we
personal
use
hygiene only. Everything.
in hygiene chapter? Didn't we discuss about the hand washing techniques, the 7 steps of hand washing? Even diagrams were there of how to wash your hands. There were 7 steps altogether. Did we complete, Srijana?
Ma'am, I have not written, I guess.
Okay, I will show later on. Okay, so you should always teach your children also, or your sisters or brothers, whoever are younger at home. You should teach them to do proper hand washing, and it is also mandatory to wash hands with soaps or hand sanitizers after using washroom. Whenever you go for toilet, after toileting, okay, or after using the bathroom, you should always wash your hands with soap or else with a hand sanitizer. Okay, then consume warm and home cooked foods while avoiding street foods. We all like street foods. We all like junk foods. Having junk foods and street food is good up to certain limit, but too much over consumption of all this will lead to food poisoning, then acidity. Okay, your stomach system won't be good. You might have enlarged liver. Your liver might get enlarged because of overeating of all this unhygienic food. For once you will not know, but slowly as the years passes by, you will get to see it within in your own body. You will get to see the changes. So you should, how much possible, you should always take the homemade foods because these are hygienic and these are good. Then wash food throughout before clean cooking. Before cooking also, you should always wash your vegetables. You should not skip any of the vegetable. Sometimes while cutting onion or ginger, garlic especially, sometimes they just peel off the cover and they think it's clean inside, so no need to wash. Many people they do that, but it is not the right way. You should always wash it. Whatever it might be, you should always wash and consume. Next is always store foods or beverages covered. Your food and whatever you eat should always be covered with a proper with a proper lid. Okay. Then make sure that the pipes and tanks that supply water to your house are properly maintained and clean. Even the pipes and tanky of your home, it might obviously get dirty. For so long years you are using, obviously inside the pipes there might be some bacterial formation, there might be earthworms inside, and many kinds of larvae, mosquito breeding. It might surely happen, especially in pipes and tanks. So regular wash of this is very much required. Not regularly, but at least in a month, twice or thrice it should be washed. Okay, otherwise it will become a breeding place for mosquitoes. It will become a breeding place for the insects and various kinds of all these germs, earthworms, or kiba kibi. Okay, using detergent and hot water, discard or flush any stool in the toilet. After toileting, you should flush the toilet properly. Then travelers should only drink boiled water and avoid uncooked food. Whoever are travelers, many people they do that. They should always carry a hot water bottle with them. Okay, so that they can keep their immune system good and they can keep their body fit. healthy, and also it will boost up their energy. Cold water is equally good, kintu little bit of warm water is mandatory. So travelers should always carry warm water, aru how much possible try to avoid uncooked food. Foods that are not cooked properly should be avoided, especially in cases of meat, raw meat. Okay, it should be cooked properly. Uncooked food is very bad because the germs and all that thaki means it will remain there, it won't die. So especially raw meats should be cooked very properly. Okay, so these are some of the preventive measures of waterborne disease. It's always said prevention is better than cure. First you try to prevent, then obviously disease won't come to you. Once you get the disease, it's like you will have to fight for it, you will have to take medications, you will have to do undergo many kinds of treatments. So before that only you should take the prevention. Okay, for coronavirus also we are taking prevention. How are we taking prevention? By using hand sanitizer, wearing of mask, wearing of gloves, social distancing, then eating spicy foods and drinking warm water. So these are the precautionary or the preventive measures that we are taking so that we might not be infected by the COVID-19 virus. So same way for everything, we should always take the prevention means from the very beginning. Okay, take this picture. Our last key, people suffering from waterborne disease should not go to work until fully recovered to avoid spreading. Whoever are suffering from waterborne diseases, they should get healthy first. They should be all right first with proper treatment. Then they can go for their regular work. Okay, take the picture. Have you taken? Okay, so this was all about your waterborne disease. Okay, whatever you have taken the pictures, everything is there in the screenshot. Everything is, whatever screenshots you are taken, everything I have mentioned it very elaborately and in an easy manner. So just read it. If you have any doubt, you can ask me, but try to write it down as soon as possible in your notebook, because if it's in your mobile phone, then it's very difficult to scroll. Sometimes there might be any kind of problem, so you should note down. Noting down is the best way of writing. Writing is very good. Okay, you should always have a practice of writing. As you all are students, don't stop writing. Okay, it will make your hands swift, and while writing also you can study at the same time. So you should have a practice of writing. Next, hygiene. Are you able to see the screen? Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
So we were discussing about hygiene in the previous class. I guess you have written all this, na? Good personal hygiene and all. Have you completed writing? All of this, did you complete?
Yes, ma'am. Till personal hygiene.
Till personal hygiene.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Hand washing?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so in hygiene, we have left few points. Okay, you continue this hygiene portion. Okay, this one was what unit? Which unit, Srijana? Unit 4, I guess, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in hygiene, after your personal hygiene, write down hand washing. You want to write it down now or you want to take a screenshot? What you all want to do? John Deep,
Ma'am, screenshot.
screenshot. Okay, take the screenshot. Hand washing is what? Hand washing is hand washing means our hand hygiene, how to maintain hand hygiene. Okay, so World Health Organization, it has recommended washing hands for at least 20 seconds. Some people, they will just go and take a soap, they will on the tape, they will wash their hand, phat phat se, and khatam, and washing is finished, and they think their hands are very clean. It's not like that. So the World Health Organization, what it has said, that at least 20 seconds we have to wash our hands before and after any kind of procedure, or before or after any of these things. Before we do, at least 20 seconds we should wash our hands, because our hands are the most dirtiest part. We touch our mobile phone with our hands, we go to bathroom, we use bathroom and use our hands, we eat with our hands, or every kind of work we do with our hands. So these hands we should preserve it, because many kinds of germs and bacteria, it is more prone to get various kinds of microorganisms in our hands, because everything, our daily work is done only with our hands. So the World Health Organization has recommended washing hands for at least 20 seconds. Okay, before and after caring for any sick person, then before and after, before, during and after preparing of food, then before eating, all this you know na, that before eating you should wash your hands, before preparing food and after preparing food, or during the process you should wash your hands, then after using the toilet, after coming from the toilet you should wash your hands, after helping someone who just use the toilet, after helping someone means all those sick people. If you are working in a hospital environment, all those sick people, all those ICU patients, OT patient, they are not able to go to bathroom by themselves. So if you are helping the sick person, then after helping the person, before touching the patient, you should wash your hands. After helping the patient, again you should wash your hands. Okay, so as to avoid cross contamination. Then after blowing one's nose or coughing or sneezing, whenever you cough or sneeze, you should always wash your hands. You should use handkerchiefs. Then after touching any kind of animals or animal feet or animal waste, you should wash during and after and before the procedure. Then after touching garbage, you should wash your hands. Okay. So hand washing techniques. These are the 7 hand washing techniques. You will have to draw this diagram in your exercise, not in practical copy but in your exercise. Okay, so first step, wet your hands under running water, rub palms together. First you will take a hand sanitizer or you will take a soap. Okay, and in running water you will make your hands wet. After that, rub palms together. These are your palms, na? Peter portion, this inside portion is called as your palm. So you should rub both the palms together. This is the first step. Second step, rub the back of both hands. Back, this is the back of your hand. So both the back of your hand, you should rub it properly. Number 3 is interface finger. This is interfacing. You saw, this is interface. Both the fingers, all the fingers are interfaced with each other. So in this way also you should wash your hands. The third step. Fourth step is interlocking. This is interlocking, just like a lock and key, just like a lock. Both right side and left side in the same manner you should wash the hands properly. Okay, and also the back of the fingers. Next is rubbing the thumb. This is your thumb. In a rotatory motion you should wash your hands properly. After that, the fingertips. These are your fingertips. In the right hand side, your hands should, your palms should be in this way, fingers upside, and you will wash again. Then left will be in this way, and the right hand same way. Fingertips of both the palms of the hands should be washed properly. Then lastly is the wrist. Wrist is where you put your wrist watch. Okay. Lastly, the wrist wrist area should be washed in a rotatory motion. After that, you have to rinse it with water, and then you can dry your hands with a towel or a cloth piece. Okay, so these days I think you have even seen now in large dangor banners, in large banners they used to post all these hand washing steps, even in the roadside, in NHM, National Health Mission, in NHM, PHC, CHC, even in hospitals. Nowadays, you can see large banners. Okay, on the roads, on the streets, on the walls. They used to paste this so that people can be aware about the hand washing techniques and why is it important and how to follow the steps one by one. Okay, so these are the 7 steps of hand washing. Take the picture, draw this and also write this. John Deep, you show me the hand washing techniques. Sai. First step.
First is to wet your hands, rubbing palms together.
How? Show in camera.
And like this.
Yes. After that, number 2, how will you do?
Then rub the back of both hands like this.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
Then
Third.
Then interface
Yeah.
fingers and rub
Yeah.
hands.
Yes. In that way. Yes. Next, number 4.
Then interlock fingers and rub the back of the finger.
Yeah. Both hands. Okay.
Rub
Next,
thumb.
number 5.
Rub thumb of a rotating manner like this.
Both the hands.
Yes, both hands. Followed by.
Then, yes. 6.
Rub fingertips on palm of both hands like this. Fingertips.
Yes. Yes.
And rub
Last.
both wrists in a rotating manner. Rinse
After
and dry
what we
throat.
do? Yes.
Yes.
So everyone should know. Okay, everyone should know the steps of hand washing. I can ask you anytime, show me the hand washing technique, then you should show me. Anytime I'll ask you. So take the picture, draw it properly in your copies, and you should know this. Being a health personnel, you all should know the hand washing techniques. Very, very important. Okay. Next is your public health. So public health photo was, take the picture. Our meeting time also is getting over. Take the picture. Public health. From public health, just write down the first two. Public health 1 and 2 you write down. Take the picture. Only 1 and 2. From public health 1 and 2. Have you taken picture?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Then this no need. 3 and 4 no need. Then next you take this picture. Functions of public health. Read it. Okay. You read it, you will understand. If any problem with the public health, if you didn't understand any line, you ask me in the next class, I will explain it to you. But first, you take the picture and note it down in your exercise copies. If you have any doubt, you ask me in the next class, because our meeting time is going to get over. If I speak now, it will just end. Have you taken the picture? Sajarika?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay then.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you have taken the notes, you have clicked the picture, sit in your room instead of going here and there, write down the notes properly and start studying also. Okay, many of you got good marks, no doubt, but again, there are some who have got only 8, 9, so it's not good. Okay, MCQ based, it's so easy. MCQ, you already got the notes also, and I have given the topics also, not even everything, but I have even given you the topics, this you study, and from there only it has come. So study properly. Okay, John Deepan also try to study more. Okay. Okay then. Okay, thank you. Sit in your room. It's Thanda also. It's winter, na? It's getting cold these days. Sit in your room properly. Take a blanket, sit, and write down the notes instead of going here and there. outside. Okay. Okay then, thank you.
Thank you.
Mm.